Welcome back to Voters. Brother DarkAce here, the creator. Today I'm going to be showing you the Commandramon deck profile that was just in the last showcase. Let's go. Alright, so let's start with the babies. We got the new Missimon. So this card is a reboot for your D-Brigades. If there's another Digimon with D-Brigade in it. And I'm playing at the moment just one of this guy as well. He just gives me a draw on deletion. It may not be necessary, but we'll see. Alright, let's get into these Commandramons. I mean rookies. So, Commandramon 2-drop. Pretty standard. We're playing 4 of those guys. Playing 4 of the Deletion Searcher Commandramon. That is a 3-cost. Playing 4 of the new one. That is a 3-cost Commandramon, which is nice. And it is a decoy ability. So if any of my other D-Brigades would be deleted by an effect, we can prevent that by using this guy and deleting him. This is any D-Brigade card. We're playing 4 of him as well. And then another 4 of the blocker Commandramon, because he still has uses and there's no better replacement. And then I'm still playing 1 of the big guy just in case you need to beat over something or tie a blocker. This is almost all the rookies. I'm still playing 2 of these gears because it is a nice draw 2 on 1 trash. So it helps you trash to fill up your grave and draw 2 to facilitate your deck. That is all the rookies I am playing. Then we get into the level 4s here, the champions, and we play the new Sealsdramon, who is the MVP of the deck. He is a jamming level 4, so security checks are free, and he also gets that ability from the baby for the reboot. So you can just continuously attack, provided you have another D-Brigade on the board. I am also running 2 hybrids, so we can go over some tamers for game, hopefully. And 3 security Digimon that are level 4s that are also only 3 drops and only 2 cost to Evo for some drop power. Moving on into the level 5s and level 6s, I am playing, where is it? 4 of the new Tankdramon. Really great card. It actually gives you a reason to evolve over level 4s because it's a 3-cost, and then you get to reveal 3, and if it is 5 or less, which means you can actually hit that Sealsdramon we just spoke about and play him for free. So it's an Evo that gets you another Digimon on board, so it's just wonderful. We'll go over his other ability a little bit later. And then I am playing 3 of the original Darkdramon just for that rush for game is just too good. And also playing just 1 of the new Darkdramon at this time. That is all the Mons. Now we're going to go into Tamers. I am playing 3 Izzy's, memory setter to 3. It is a 4-cost, but this deck is entirely black cards, so you always play it at 3. So that is nice. And on play, even if through security, you do get to steal 1 memory from your opponent, which is always fun. I am also playing 2, I think it's Kazu. Really important for the deck, this guy. He might be bumped up to 3 in the future, as I'm also playing an Izzy and Joe. He draws 1 when one of your Digimon become unsuspended. You can suspend him. And he gives you 1 memory. So I'm playing some options here, some 3 Pride memory boost. 4 would be ideal if you can find the space, but I find at 3 is a little bit better because sometimes you miss, and when you miss, you lose. And then I'm playing 3 of Ultimate Flare. You know, D-Digivolve 3 and trash all rookies on board is just the best card. And last but not least, Onslaught for when you need to just delete something that is just ridiculously powerful that we cannot deal with. And that completes the deck list. So the new Sealsdramon is the MVP of the deck simply because it's a jammer when you have the Missimon baby. And also his other inheritability, which also makes him so good, when evolving onto the Tankdramon, you get it's only 3 cost, and if you hit on the reveal, you get to play another Digimon, and that ideally is one of your Commandramons, and obviously I'm playing the standard 4 set +1. And it's also 5 cost less, so you can also get Sealsdramon, so that gives me almost half my deck is available to this one play. And then if that happens and you're on top of him, you gain Rush. So now that card can attack. So even in some cases, if I have the reboot play, I can just evolve on top of him, get another Digimon, get Rush, and attack again. So it's just an additional attack, and I gain reboot, so he's safe. Which leads me into Darkdramon because of Tankdramon's inheritability is the fact that when a Digimon attacks, so when this guy attacks, I get to reveal 2. Well, when you play him, you get to stack your deck. So you will literally get to choose what the next card comes out as. And because of Sealsdramon, you will have it gain Rush. So you could get another Sealsdramon, so it has, again, another jammer. So you're like safe, which is a very nice play, which is why he definitely needs to be in the deck. But I still think the ratio between 1, 2 is debatable, because the original Darkmon is still just a better Rush card.
Fair enough, fair enough. So I noticed Defexmon is not in the deck. Will you consider adding him in at some point? Is that something you were thinking on testing out?
Absolutely. Learning more about that card and seeing it played in action, it's an insane card. Like, the fact that it gains 3 memory off its play cost per Tamer and Digimon, you only need about 5 cards on your opponent's board to just wipe basically all of their Digimon, because it deletes everything under 4 and de-digivolves them. So it's just a very strong card, and I don't know. I think that card should be banned, in my opinion, for sure.
Of course. And another thing I think a lot of people might look at the deck and go, huh, interesting, is the addition of Izzy Joe. A lot of decks have cut that card. What's your thoughts on the Izzy Joe for this build?
So I like it because this deck really, the Kazu really helps you draw, right? You get to draw, you get to discard, you get to fill up your grade when attacking. Obviously, it's just once per time, but if you have 2, you get to do it twice, right? So it fills up your grade for the Darkdramon plays and gets your D-Brigades there, and also allows you to draw, which is so helpful for this deck, because the problem before was draw power from when I played it. And the reason why I still play the 1 Izzy Joe is because having that card on the board in combination with some of these other cards, not all the decks play the same, so I like it. It puts pressure on my opponent, especially at the beginning when I play this card. They're like, well, I have to give my opponent at minimum 1 memory. So really, he is a minimum. If they have 2 Digimon on the board, he's a minimum 3 set. So I have an advantage now because I have to make them make a mistake. So if they make a mistake and they maybe should have played a card and they didn't, just because of the 2 memory, because they didn't want to give me too much, I'm now ahead because my cards don't cost a lot to play. And that is a big reason why I play him.
Absolutely. Especially helps for those decks that like to go wide. Is there any other ideas or options that people might want to change and interchange if they were thinking of picking up the deck themselves?
There are, but before I get to that, it kind of stems from this, is the security Digimon over here. The reason why he's played, because this deck really, as you can see, I play a lot of options, right? Some decks will probably play less than this, maybe not too many less, but I could potentially play more. And the reason is because I want my opponent to attack me. I want my opponent to start playing my game, which is kind of a rookie rush. I want them to start poking me, because all it does is give me an advantage. Because you poke a couple of my securities, I'm like, great, I got some D-Brigades in the grave, or maybe your card got deleted because one of my strong guys were there, or maybe you hit an option and I gained 2 memory, or I cleared some of your guys. So that is such a big benefit. And if that doesn't happen, I hit my security, you hit one of my tamers, and I'm still happy. Because of my variety, having all 3 of these on board is just GG. Like, you're not getting out of 5 memory or 6 memory at the start of my turn. And so that's the reason he is played, and he just works well because he's a level 4, so if I want to go into Tankstramon, I can. He comes out for free from security, and he's only a 2-cost evo anyway, so and a 3-drop, which is the same as everything else. Actually, he's cheaper than the Commandramon blocker, so it's just a way to sometimes put pressure on my opponent as well, and that's why he's too versatile for me.
Fantastic, fantastic.
And as for changes, the only things that you could, I mean, you could do anything you want, but it could be a various, probably get that 4th Pride memory boost. You know, you could take out this guy if you don't like that strategy, go into the more the new Darkdramon build. You don't have to play 5 tame. You could play 5 tamed instead of 6, use different options. And the only other option I would recommend is actually an older one, is Dark Side Attack, because it can get rid of level 5s for only 5 costs. Thank you for watching this deck profile, and I would like to know if you guys have any comments or questions about the deck list, and feel free to please ask some questions and I will get back to you. Besides that, please spread the good word, share the video, and become a devotee today, and subscribe. Till next time.